Hey Torah sisters, I'm going to tell you what my new sourdough starter has to do with my new planner. So I have done a thing this week. This is my brand new little tiny baby. Isn't it cute? Sourdough starter. I don't know all the way what I'm doing yet. I'm going to learn as I go. I will probably mess up and maybe even fail. I'm going to just keep on trying. And what this has to do with my planner is I also started this week, and it has helped me to find time for this. I will tell you more about this, especially next week after Shabbat, but it is from foundationspress.com. It's from Ann Elliott, and today happens to be Ann Elliott's 50th birthday. Happy birthday, Ann. So here's what these two things have in common. This has helped me to find time to do this. Now, what do these have in common with Psalm 37? We've been looking at Psalm 37 and working through doing our kingdom work, the things that God calls us to do, even if it feels uncomfortable or feels challenging or we face adversity or people problems, pressing on to do what he called us to do. And some of you sometimes leave comments on my different platforms like, well, Amy, I'm not called to do anything big. I don't feel called to write a book or start a YouTube channel or start a congregation. And sisters, when I talk about these things, that's not really the kind of stuff I have in mind. Sometimes, and most of the time, it's just stuff like this. Like for me, this is challenging. But let me read you Psalm 37:11. But the humble shall inherit the land and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace. The humble, doing humble, regular things. And someday this won't be challenging. It's just challenging because I'm starting. I've already encountered a little bit of adversity with this. Remember I said that sometimes when you do things that you feel called to do, and I feel called to learn how to do this. It might be a small thing, but it's my thing. So here's what happened. I told someone online that I was trying this out. I'm going to try a sourdough starter. And the first thing they replied was, well, why, Amy? You're just going to have to throw it out at Passover. That's just around the corner. Why bother? She's a nice person, I'm sure. But that sounds like what the enemy says. It's not going to work out. There's some reason to just give up. And you know, I've been thinking about it. She's right. Passover is right around the corner. And of course, I will throw this out when Passover comes because that's the command. But as I thought about it, this is actually then the perfect time for me to try this, for me to start this. Because then when Passover comes and it's time to throw out the leaven, I actually have the real thing to even more deeply follow that command. And as I go through this process, and then the ultimate process of throwing it away at Passover time, I will even have a better understanding of the object lesson behind the command, the spiritual meaning. There's going to be a lot of parables, I'm sure, coming to mind, a lot of my own object lessons, spiritual things I will learn as I do this between now and Passover. And then after unleavened bread, if I want to keep on with it, I will start a new lump. So we will, I'm sure, be talking about this in the face of even just those little things that people say. I know we can deeply internalize them and just want to give up. And I just encourage you, try to find other reasons that God might be calling you to do whatever it is. So go and get that free download, meditate on Psalm 37 this Shabbat, sisters, and keep on doing your kingdom work. And it's all humble work. And sometimes it's just kitchen work. So I love you, sisters. Have a wonderful Shabbat. Bye.